Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Omega Revolution. Tonight, we are super happy and excited to introduce to you a very special guest. Our guest tonight is Robert Horkings. Robert's contagious passion for helping other people succeed shines through everything that he does. He has trained many entrepreneurs around the world and is always on a lookout for new talent to guide them down their own entrepreneurial path so that they can enjoy success as well. He was one of the most successful business builders in two well-known product networks, one where he was #1 in Asia Pacific and second worldwide. With his extensive knowledge in the industry, he was able to create high profit and large volume accounts that resulted in 35+ million annually. For 8 years running, he was at the #1 sales position, delivering 300% of the total sales. Robert is also a professional speaker who has delivered motivational and educational presentations to audiences around the world. As an authority on personal development, team building, successes. Robert is currently the principal COO at Zenzino APAC, which includes Australia, Hong Kong, China, New Zealand, and the Philippines, and resides in Brisbane, Australia. Robert's mission is to help build the largest and most effective consumer direct organization globally. And tonight, Ray Lee and I are super excited to welcome Robert here because he is not only a friend, but he is a mentor of ours as well.
Such an inspiration. One of our favorite people. We say this all the time. So we're so grateful you're here. Thank you for taking the time.
So thank you.
Absolute pleasure,
Robert.
guys. Absolute pleasure. Again, thank you for inviting me. Okay. And again, the time, energy, and effort you put into building your business and your community, I absolutely congratulate you. Tonight, I just want to go through a very, very simple presentation. I'm going to share a little bit about my own story, but the key that I want you to identify with, the #1 thing that I do, and also Zenzino, we hold the omega-3 industry accountable for the inferior products they sell on a daily basis to people like you and I, our families, and other communities out there. So tonight I'm going to show to you why this is critical and how I got involved with this company just over 3 years ago. Let me just share a presentation with you and we'll jump straight into it straight away. All right, guys, it is a global movement, okay? And I want you to understand that we're about wellness. We're about making sure that people are well in the world today. And this is critical, okay, for us to understand from our side that, again, it's our duty. It's our responsibility. It's not Deb's responsibility. It's not Ray Lee's responsibility. It's our responsibility to look after our own health. So let me run through exactly who we are and what Zenzino stands for. Again, those words are repeated. Zenzino holds the omega-3 industry accountable for the inferior products they sell on a daily basis to people like you and I that go into a pharmacy, go into a chemist, go into a drugstore, go somewhere on a wellness side to purchase omega products. Today, this company holds those companies accountable for the inferior products. I'm going to prove to you tonight, okay, why we can state that and why Zenzino stands behind this 100%. But let me just make you feel comfortable about the products that I'm going to say to you, you need to get on immediately. We are a global wellness company. We are from Scandinavia, so we're from the heartbeat of this, of the best salmon in the world, okay? So the beautiful thing with this company is it's not an American company. It is definitely 100% a Norwegian, Swedish company. We are publicly traded and we're delivering our products to over 100 countries around the world. So I just want you to feel comfortable that Zenzino has got the science, the technology, and the innovation to be way ahead of its competition that's in the marketplace. We talk about test-based nutrition. Now, we've all been through this COVID, unless I'm wrong. It may not have hit Canada, but I'm telling you, the rest of the world, it happened. But the beautiful thing that come out of this is we as humans, we as people took responsibility of testing ourselves for that pandemic that happened. we are now, we have no issues today of grabbing a test, a rapid antigen test, and doing a test on ourselves and going, yes, negative or positive. No problems at all. Well, the beautiful thing is that Zenzino as a company, we are leading the cutting edge technology as the test-based global megatrend. What does that mean to you and I? There has to be some company that develops some technology that is cutting edge that at some time other companies must follow. Well, Zenzino as a company, we do have a testing device. We have multiple testing devices that will allow you to test, number one, your omegas to see where your omegas are. And I'm going to tell you a little bit further about that, why omegas are so important as the building blocks of the wellness program within your own body. We have got an audience that is so large, it is crazy. So as this global wellness trend goes up in the what I call the J curve, as we get it out to more people, the other adopters will start adopting as well. So we know here at Zenzino, we have at least a 3 to 5 year gap or head start on any other companies that are out there doing this type of testing or home-based testing or self-testing around the world. Let's have a look at, again, I say, guys, the key we got to remember, okay, and a lot of people sort of say, Rob, but how do you prove this? 97% of the people fail the test. See, I find that amazing. If you've already got 500 million people consuming it, and I was consuming omegas before I found Zenzino, but then when I took the test, I worked out quickly that I failed the test. Why is that? How can that happen? When you've got all these companies out there that are saying we're the best omegas in the world, and then I take a test, I take a very, very simple omega test, and I find out I failed it. But the other horrifying thing is that I've now found out 97% of the people that take their own test fail the test as well. See, that's where it comes back to what I call we're holding the omega-3 industry accountable for the inferior products they sell on a daily basis to us as consumers or people that want to buy the products and then take the products or give them to our family. So where's this problem coming from? Let's talk about a two-sided sword. What we've got in the older days, my parents, my grandparents, and I'm 59, 60 this year, guys, so my big 60th birthday, hip, hip, hooray. But I think, look, honestly, I look in the mirror every day and I say, gosh, you look great for 45, because that's what I feel. That's what I do. My complexion, the way in my whole body, it feels young, youthful. So I know that I am eating the right foods. I do, slide sometimes into the other side. But the problem we got now is a large base of the community is eating the wrong foods. They're eating all the man-made foods. So what are we going to do? We've got to go out there and teach people, educate people how to eat correctly. You and I know that that's nearly impossible. With the billions of people in the world today, it's pretty impossible to teach people to eat correctly. So I'm going to show you how we can replace or complement the food you're eating today, which will then help your body work better, which will then help the cravings of the man-made foods drive you back to the other side of the fence, which is where Mother Nature comes into it and all the nutrients are in it. Now, the danger zone. This is not a Tom Cruise ad, by the way, guys. This truly is an issue that's happening today. The problem we've got now is the bottom part, which is from our neck down, which is called our gut. So we have two brains in our body. Number one, our normal brain, which we need to look after. Number two, our second brain is your gut. So we must look after those two keys in synergy with each other. The problem is that everybody thinks while they're consuming the omega-3s of today, in other words, they're going to a shop, they're buying a packet of omega products, which tastes horrible, by the way, guys. This is just a sample pack that I got from a doctor. Absolutely nasty, okay, in comparison to when you try the Zenzino products. It's the underlying problems that's the issues. So how do you tell the difference? You got to take a test. You have to take the test to prove to yourself that you've got an issue. Once we prove that you've got an issue, we know we can solve the problem. Now, I want you to feel comfortable because there's actually been in fact, there's nearly 900,000 people. So nearly 1 million people have done this. So Deb, you're not the first person I'm asking to take this test. There's 1 million people gone before you. And guess what? We haven't killed anybody yet. So you ain't going to die. Don't be afraid. You will not die. So the balance test is critical, that it's part of the starting point to understand where you're at within this whole program. Just so you know, my first test, and I've been in the wellness program now 22 years, okay? So I've had a lot of years on consuming the right products. I was 7-1. So I was 200% out of whack. And I was horrified. I was truly, truly horrified. And that's why I go back to now, today, every person I talk to, I use those same words. We hold the omega-3 industry accountable for the inferior products. The inferior products that I was consuming that put me 200% out of balance, and I thought I was taking the right products. Now, with all the tests that have been taken, guys, look at the statistics. Why is this? 98% in Asia, 99% in Africa, South America, 97%, North America, 99%. Guys, you know you've got an issue up there. You know you've got an issue. And we're going to help you solve this problem. The Scandinavians and the Europeans, they are very, very much on high quality products, okay, in comparison to what I'll use Australia, that we sell here in Australia. Now I've researched and been in the industry 3 years. I'm horrified on what actually is being sold out there, or what is allowed to be sold at $9.95, and call it Australian, call it Canadian dollars, whatever, because our Australian and Canadian dollars are nearly the same value. So when you see that, I'm horrified that they sell this big barrel of pills for $9.95. You say that's just impossible, but people are buying into that story. So we have to stop or prevent that from happening because they're just wasting money. How do we fix this problem? Along comes an incredible product called Zenzino. I'm going to talk a lot about this, and you probably noticed already, I'm very, very passionate about this incredible product. This product basically, okay, is 60-40. 60%, which is your balanced olive oil, okay, so your polyphenols, and the rest is jam-packed with all the other nutrients required. Your omegas, EPA, DHA, DPAs, all the goodness, vitamin D3, vitamin E, all naturally sourced programs. Beautiful thing is dosage by weight. So this is very simple to work out, guys. If you're 50 kilos or 120 pounds, you're going to take 10 mil, whatever it converts to in your country. Very, very simple to work out. You get a teaspoon or you get a dessert spoon. You take what you need on a daily basis. Or if you're a horrible person like me, because my wife picks on me all the time, I drink out of the bottle. I have a big R on the top, which is my name. I drink it and away I go. So guys, make sure you get the science of this product. As part of you as a consumer, your job is to make sure now, when I've made you alert of the issues that are happening, that you take the responsibility on getting your wellness in play the correct way. We do have a number of products, and again, you know, this is where sometimes you can be like the Australians, okay? We sit here and we cry and say, we don't have access to all these amazing products. I spoke to the girls before, okay? They were crying as well. We don't have all these products. Well, guess what? I've built a country. In fact, I've built, you know, a number of regions here in Asia Pacific with only a couple of products. Those couple of products is the balanced oil and the balanced test, because that's the building blocks to the beginning of this program. But guess what? I knew I had a problem and I needed to solve it. And here's my problem, okay? All of these products here synergistically work together. So in other words, the products that I take on a daily basis, I know the Zenzino products, whichever ones I want to consume, they all have been designed scientifically to work together. So whichever product you're taking, it will work in the right effect, or it will do the right things with your cellular structure on a daily basis. As you're consuming them, it knows where to deliver the nutrients that it's been designed for. All these products are available to you through, again, the American website. Don't be concerned if you're in Canada, okay? There are ways of doing that. I've been doing this for 3 years now. I decided that I was going to remove my previous company, okay, which I was taking the Yasana products, okay? I removed them out of my pipeline, okay, out of my consumption on a daily basis. And I now take all the Zenzino products on a daily basis. The reason why is the oils, which is the foundation. Remember I spoke to you about the foundation before? The foundation is your omegas. If you don't have your cellular structure right, the whole rest of the program does not work. And that's what I learned. When I was 7-1, I started learning that my cell membranes were actually hardened and my nutrients, my vitamins on a daily basis, wasn't passing through my cellular structure correctly. Yes, they were working. I knew they were working. I could feel it in my body. I do look youthful, even though people say, Rob, stop saying you look so young. I feel 45. I know if I took an internal test, I would be about 45. Why can I walk kilometers a day or miles a day? Why can I sleep and only have 4 to 5 hours a day? Why can my body rejuvenate quickly? If I do a workout, I rejuvenate very quickly. I don't have my back where it goes out more than what I do. These are problems. Your knee joints, your arm joints, your neck joints, your headaches. This is all because of poor cellular structure. And that's all based on having your omegas in the right way. Now, this is the regime I take. And again, entirely up to yourself, what you want to take and based on your budget. And again, my wellness, my health has no budget. I do not want to die early. I'm going to live this life out as long as I can. If God above gives me 100 years, wonderful. But I want to live that 100 years the way I am today. I don't want to get to 60 in October and then be given a wheelchair or be given a dummy, or God bless it, today we hear the latest statistics, there are more adults in diapers than children. This is the responsibility of you taking the proactive approach to your health and making sure your body is working the way it was when you were young. And this is the protocol I do. So the balanced oil is the number one. Now, we do have 2 types of balanced oil. We have a higher level of premium oil, okay? Yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but it's premium grade. This is 30 times stronger than this product here. Yes, spend a few extra dollars, you get more bang for your bucks. Now, what do I add to it? Remember, guys, day 1 is the test. You must do this. You must repeat it in 120 days later as well. So the balance test is your friend for life. How often should you test yourself? Every 365 days. Day 1, day 120, day 365, and then every year from that point onwards to test your omega system. Now, what do I add into my regime? Number 1 is the xenobiotic, okay? This is the second brain, which is your gut. This product here, and again, do your research. There is no other prebiotic in the world that has the formulation that this product has got. We are cutting edge, world leading. I have so many gut specialists in Australia using this product now because they thought prebiotics was the way. Sorry, probiotics were the way. It's the prebiotic that gets into the lower intestine and repairs the gut cells and cleanses it the way it should. Coupled with that, my second greatest product, okay, is called the Extend Plus. This is the all-natural version. It's an incredible product. So that's my number 2 product. Number 3 product that I put with it, because I want to protect my immune system because of the virus. The pandemic has brought this product in. The next one is called the Protect. I couple that with, because believe it or not, I do have some sleeping issues, okay? I've had it for all my life, so I sleep 4 to 5 hours. Some days, honestly, I can literally have 2 hours sleep and be back in the game, no problems at all. But guess what? I have Viva because I do want to have a relaxing sleep and a deep sleep when I do it. The other product, which is absolutely critical, is XenoShine for vitamin D. Our deficiency in vitamin D is massive, guys. So I couple those key products with the xenobiotic, okay, as my core regime on a daily basis. Now, I know 100% scientifically, all these products scientifically work together. I know that these products are the best for anybody I talk to or tell to get on these products. I know that they're working together happily on a daily basis. Now, guys, just so, and for an example, I'm traveling for the next 4 days. We have the Ascent capsules. Okay, so these are the premium capsules as well. So when you're traveling, I just take 4 of these. I don't have to worry about taking my premium oil with me. I just take the Ascent capsules. Again, available from the global web shop from the American side. Now, you heard me talk about vitamin D. We do have a vitamin D test as a second test that's available. We have a third test being released next month, which is a blood sugar one. Aha! Do you know a few diabetics in the world? Aha! Of course we do. Zenzino cutting edge technology, 3 to 5 years ahead of any other company that's out there. We want to prove our products work. The proof defeats doubt. Now, here's the story. Here's the kicker. See all these people that are on this panel? All these people are going from birth to death. They take products on a daily basis that they have no guarantee synergistically work together. I'm going to tell my story in a few minutes, okay, on why I'm so passionate about these products. Well, guess what? My cardiologist had the pleasure of putting me not on these only 4, he had me on 7 products. And guess what? Every time I talk to him and go and see him twice a year, I say, I want to see the document where these synergistically work together, because you're feeding me them. You're telling me to take them. You're the cardiologist, you're the leading cardiologist in Australia. You can't give me a document to prove these synergistically work together? Guys, it's time to do the checkup from the neck up. We have to take control of our wellness. So that's what I did. He had me on 7 boxes of tablets on a daily basis. I've weaned myself down to 4 tablets a day from 20 tablets a day with my heart condition in the last 3 years. And guess what? My cardiologist says, whatever you're doing, just keep doing. Hello? Why don't you tell the rest of your patients the same story that I've got? Well, we don't know if it's going to work on them. Well, we need to tell them there is a better solution. There's an all-natural solution instead of the drugstore. Because guess what? Big Pharma is just making a bucket load of money. The same as what they did, Big Pharma and the pandemic, they all just sat there and leaned their hands together and went, bring it on, baby. We want this pandemic to last for years. And guess what? We did as well, because the educated people that are in the wellness world, they were out there as well, knowing that there was an all-natural solution, and that's where Zenzino has gone crazy in our sales volume in the last 2 years. Just remember this story, guys. These drugs are not good for you. It's your responsibility to take or challenge your doctor to give you a better solution. I did it, and I proved it. I feel, and I run in AF mode, arterial fibrillation, so in high mode at all time. I'm a hypo person anyhow. Call them ADHD. They used to call it I was just hypo. Now they call me ADHD for some reason. Okay, I'm just always on the go. I'm either on the go or I'm dead asleep. It's one or the other. I have no other way to go. The switch goes on or off. Honestly, if I'm sitting here and I'm bored, I'll be asleep on the lounge. That's the way I operate. But the normal people that's out there, guys, okay, you guys can take control of your wellness and your drugs you're taking. And as we go down this pathway, okay, we've got the balance test for your omegas, the building block. We've got the vitamin D test. We've now got the blood sugar level test coming as well. Then we've got the Bioamine product to get your gut right. As these tests continue to come out from Zenzino, we will hold every pillar of the industry accountable. So number 1, we're holding the omega industry accountable. Number 2, the vitamin D industry accountable. The diabetes, the blood sugar level industry, we're going to hold them accountable for the inferior products they sell on a daily basis. So if you're one of those people on the screen, let's get to work and make sure we get it done correctly. Here's the claims I can make. I could sit here and tell you of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. okay, that have been involved with this company and consuming our products, but I'm allowed to say these 18 claims. We can give you normal brain function again, normal heart function, and normal immune issue. We can get those three things in your body corrected again. Get your eye vision back. My optometrist, guys, I've had like in 3 years, 4 sets of glasses. My eye strength is just getting better. Okay. He doesn't know what we're doing, but again, you go to the optometrist, okay, ask him for some products, and guess what? He says, whatever you're doing, just continue to do it. He won't sort of, some of them listen and go, well, this is what I'm taking. Okay, well, it's obviously working for you, but I don't know if it's going to work for everybody. Well, we need to educate more people. Normal vision, normal teeth. My dentist, okay, the way my scaling on my teeth, all gone. My dentist has lost for words. He says, what are you doing? All I've done is taken this balanced oil and its products. My bone structure. Again, if I went and got my body measured, I know I'm a body of a 45-year-old, not a 60-year-old. The oxidative stress, when I'm walking and doing some workouts, I repair better than anybody else that I know. My blood pressure has come down dramatically. Okay, my cholesterol, my cell division. If you understand the way cell structures work, okay, a cell that's in your body now, it survives for a certain amount of time, 120 days. It then divides into two. If the cell is bad, it forms bad. Easiest way to put it, guys, why do you see some children that are A-class students and the other ones are D-class? It's the parents and the mentors above it that causes the greatness of the cell structure. That's all it is. So if your cells are in great condition and are working in great order, they will produce great cells. If your cells are damaged and got oxidation in them, guess what? It's going to keep duplicating. Your responsibility to fix that problem. Let's talk about the blood test quickly, and then you'll understand where I'm at. 120 days, 7.1. 120 days later, 1.8 to 1. Let's look at my test. My balance, my 6 to my 3, and let's call it 2 to 1 to make it easy for people watching and listening right now. You can see everywhere else that I am in green zone. In other words, my body is in optimum health with my omegas and my health, my wellness structure for my immune system. So if I get a cough, if I get something in my throat from the virus, the pandemic that's happening, it's gone within days or 24 hours. My cellular system now knows good cells, bad immunity coming in, clean it up, throw it out of the system. So my cellular structure is working perfectly. And it's not correct that I can sit here and not tell the world about what's happened to me. I have to tell. I'm compelled to tell people to get on these Enzino products because of what's happened to myself. Again, I can share this presentation with the girls. If you want the presentation, it's no problems at all. I'm in the green zone everywhere. Now, have a look at the mental part, guys. I'm nearly there so far. 4 to 1 is close to it, so I'm 0.5 away from it. You get flexibility. I may have been stressed out that day, whatever. Something may have been happening within my mind, and I was just a little bit out of whack. But guys, I am 100% in the health zone with my omegas and my structure. Now, quick backstory so you know why I sit here and tell you you must look at these products. Back in 2015, I caught MERS. Okay, it's a pandemic that happened over in South Korea, the same as what we've just had globally. I caught this back in 2015. I then suffered for the next 4 to 5 years, okay, with this disease. I suffered because of the issues that nobody could help me solve with my cellular system. You can then see from the 17th of May, I was in Seoul. The doctor in the emergency ward, okay, my heart rate was 260, okay, said if you can get it down to 100, I'll let you out of here. I was talking through a translator because it's South Korea, they don't speak English. Literally, guys, I did meditation, I did everything over 24 hours. I got myself out of there. I got on a plane, and it took me 3 days to do it. 3 days later, I was in a hospital in Brisbane, Australia. I got on a plane. I flew 20 hours from South Korea, dead basically, to get back to my hospitals in Australia where I knew they would help repair my body or do some work for me. You can see then within the 3 days I moved. Guess what? I was recovered and right. I lost 25 kilos, so that's about 50 pounds or thereabouts. I lost a lot of weight through the whole process, but hey, I survived. The only problem that I've got is I had a weakened heart and I had poor cellular structure. So then I had to go on the mend to try to repair that. And then 2016, in the last 5-6 years, I've been restarted 8 times. Okay, what does that mean to you and I? They actually kill you, and you get to sign a document just before they inject this stuff into you. Okay, they say if the restart doesn't work, well, guess what? You're dead. They made me sign that 8 times, guys. Right before they're ready to pump the stuff into me, they kill me or put me out, and then they restart me with the paddles, and my whole system restarts. The last time it happened, I relived my whole childhood. It was so scary. My cardiologist said, this is never happening again. You can't do it anymore. So that's when I went on the world, and then I found Zenzino. Back in 27th of January, 2019, I had a phone call from a friend in Denmark, okay? I was so compelled to look at the company. I was so amazed that somebody, after all my years in the wellness world, came up with a self-testing device that I could test myself every 120 days or every year or whenever I wanted to test myself on my wellness of my body. When I got to Norway, I looked at what was on the plate. I consumed the product for 120 days. I had unbelievable results with the product. And now 3 years later, I'm alive, I'm well, and doing unbelievable. Now, if that story doesn't help you or say to you, I need to get on these Zenzino products, there are world-class champions that are far better athletes than me, and I'm an amateur, and these are professional. What is the difference between a professional and an amateur? An amateur, I do wellness or I do sport for fun. I don't get paid to do it. But all these professionals get paid and make money out of their career. So what makes them different to me in consuming Zenzino? See, they want their body in the best peak condition as possible. So if it's good for these guys, it's good for this little guy in Brisbane, Australia, to consume the same product of these professionals that are around the world making their money on a daily basis out of the sport they do as a profession, not as an amateur like I do. That's the difference, guys. And if you can see that you are like me, or you are one of the sporting professionals, which we have thousands and thousands and thousands of brand ambassadors. Now, let me say as well, just as a little side note, because I know sometimes in North America, you guys don't believe things. These guys don't get paid 1 cent, not $1 from Zenzino. They consume the products because they're the best products in the world that they've ever taken. They are informed choice sport, informed, all the certificates you could imagine has been completed for the sporting world. So with that confidence, I know I can take the products on a daily basis. So guys, that's where we're at from the consumer side. I do have some slides to go on the business side, and all I can say right now is you can either tune out, which I'm happy for that. If you want me to spend 5 minutes and just go through the business side, I can certainly do that over 5 minutes. But today's story is making sure you start looking after your health. It's your wellness, your body. It's time you took control of your wellness. And be it the most people that I talk to, 35 to death basically, that group of people, they're the ones that are concerned about what's happened globally with the pandemic and the immune issues that people are now being identified with poor immune systems. The Zenzino products work perfectly wherever you are in the world. Get access to them, take the test, and you will see the difference. So girls, I'll flick it back to you guys for a minute. Then if we want to continue on, I'm happy to continue on. There may be a question or two, and then I'll just take 5 minutes to just go to the business side, because guys, guess what? Everybody here, now I actually work, I'm a corporate person, okay? But I've been in the field all my life. Okay, so for the last 22 years, I've been building $1 million incomes with these businesses. Okay, and you heard me say USANA before. I was their top producer in USANA. Again, 3 years ago, I dropped all their products and I now just use Enzino because of the synergistically. And I know the story is similar at USANA, the cellular structure, the cellular working. But again, I tested their omega-3, which is what I was taking, compared to what we're taking here, and I was 200% out. So I held that company accountable for the inferior products they were giving me to consume on a daily basis. Again, beautiful company, beautiful product, but the test doesn't lie. So girls, any quick questions? And then I'll move on to the business side for 5 minutes if we've got 5 minutes spare.
Hi, Robert. Thank you again so much. It was a brilliant presentation. Yes, absolutely. If you would go ahead with the business portion of it, and you have a couple of questions for you when that's finished.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's go on to the business side. And guys, if this is for you, jump on the business side. Customers are great for us because they do tell customers as well. But from my side, okay, the business side, this is where if you want to change where you're at in life, this can be a game changer. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a 3 to 5 year plan. But I'm telling you, you can change your life and your family's life and your retirement life if you're around my age group. This is a perfect tool or system for you to actually work with. Enzino as a company, guys, as you can see, 2005, boom, 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 duplication. Back in 2012, guess what we found? We found the balanced oil and the balanced test. It's just continually growing. We're going to do 200 million euro, which is multiplied by 1.35 to get it to Canadian dollars. We're a couple of $100 million Canadian dollar company right now. So it's just going to continue to grow. The J curve hasn't started yet. We're just at that tip of getting this thing moving. So guys, how does it work? See, traditional business gives 50%. So if I have a bottle of water, okay, which I know you guys have over there as well, okay, you take a bottle of water, we already know 50% of that cost goes back to the corporate company, 50% goes off to the marketing department or the resellers of that product. The direct sales e-commerce platform is exactly the same way. We have an e-commerce platform, okay? You don't have to have a traditional shop. You don't have to have rent. You don't have to have staff. All that's done automatically for you, straight off the e-commerce platform. By using that, you can make a upfront margin, 10 to 30% without a problem at all. All of the customers that are being connected to this company, and just so you know, there's over 500,000 people taking these products on a daily basis and reordering on a monthly basis. Like I said with the test, guys, you're not the first person I'm asking to consume these products. 500,000 people are doing this around the world on a daily basis. The next way we can help you build a business, and you can make up to around a 15% margin on your network as you get more customers, more consumers, as you bring in partners that are just people out there connecting customers to the company via the e-commerce platform. You can earn an overriding commission as well. Now, I know you're going to say, oh, is it one of those pyramid things? Is it one of those things where the people at the top make all the money? Well, the latest time I looked at the banking system, the latest thing I looked at the insurance industry, the latest thing when I looked at the mortgage industry, it is exactly the same. There is an earning on every sale or transaction that happens in any business. So I need you to have a checkup from the neck up and say, that's the old days. If you have any fear or issues about the direct selling industry, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry globally. You can't have over 100 countries working a system and think that it's an illegal program. That dog don't hunt anymore, guys. There are people, seriously, earning incredible incomes on a daily basis, being paid 5 times a month. I don't know if you get paid 5 times a month listening to this, or if you're listening to the replay, but we pay our people 5 times a month, every week and once a month. So it's 5 times a month they have access to be paid. You can earn starting block. Whenever you work into any program, you must start at the beginning. You can work your way up. Like I said, 2 to 3, 4, 5-year program. Just had a gentleman this month, as in last month, in May, go from 0 to hero, been with the program 10 years, earning consistently $5,000 to $8,000 on a monthly basis. Just jumped because he connected another large consumer group to his network. His income's gone to about $40,000 now on a monthly basis. Don't know about you, but that's not bad. In fact, you can see right here, he went from crown to president last month. Don't know about you, but if you walk into your boss there tomorrow and say, hey, boss man, can I get a pay rise of $12,000 a month to $40,000? Guess what he'd say? Are you serious? Or are you looking to leave? Which one is it? Well, see, that's the difference between this industry and the normal commercial industry. I say to people every day, you choose the rank you want, and then I'll show you how to get to that rank. And that's what's on the offer today on the table. We will educate you through the program and the Fast Start programs we have with our Express Start training and our Go Core applications. Go Core means you're going to become serious about building a online e-commerce business. And it's global, remember, like the girls, okay, they have business all the way around the world. They don't just build in their own backyard, just in Canada. They have a global business. They're building in Mexico now. They're building in America, in USA. They're building in the European region. They're building down in APAC. It's a global business. It's the same system globally. It's a mini franchise on steroids. Honestly, guys, and I know that's a poor word to use, but it is insane how easy this works and how fast it can build based on your own connection and commitment level. You can achieve the ambitions, as I spoke about, turnkey business. We talk about the J curve again, guys. See, we're at, like I said, we're at 500,000 customers right now. By 2025, we'll be at 1 million customers. See, we know the duplication's happening. We know consumers tell consumers. So if I'm the husband of the family and I have 2 or 3 children, okay, I'll have my children in this product. I cannot sit here and honestly be in perfect health and know my children are not in perfect health, or my partner or my wife, whichever it may be. You are compelled to tell other people of your wellness story. When you start seeing the results, a lot of our referrals come from our customers because our customers want their family members to be on the product. My mum, she's 89. She's on my product. Never felt better in her life. Again, she's still driving at 89. That's how well she feels on these products. Incredible stories. And again, guys, from birth to death, I can give you thousands and thousands of stories without a problem. But imagine, guys, in 2035, which is not that far away, okay? We've just won the Olympic Games for 2032, okay, in Brisbane, Australia. We think that's a long way away. It's 10 years. Remember, we were all waiting for year 2000 and how great it was going to be, okay? Yeah, I'll be 72. Just remember that, okay? But I'm going to have a heck of a time because my hometown, okay, is hosting the Olympic Games for the world. It's going to be a scream of a time, okay? But 2035, when you're working with the company to get to 20 million customers, and again, I don't like talking about money, but I'll tell you guys, there's going to be a lot of wealthy people that are helping us build this company, and they're going to make a lot of money, which is good on them. I want those people to make money because that's what it's all about. It is perfect timing to do it right now and get involved. How do you do it? Just take a closer look at this, look at the back office, have a look at the way the customers happen, connect yourself as a customer. I always say, if you've got any doubts about becoming a partner in the program, having an e-commerce site, just become a customer, get tested. That's your number one priority. You must have a beginning point, and then let us show you over 120 days on how the program works and how these products can change your life. This is very simple. All you gotta do is place an order, activate it. Guys, you don't do this for 1 month. Do not think about it for 1 month. If you're gonna do it for 1 month, stay on the products you're taking now. Don't waste your time, energy, or effort. And I'm very straight up with people. Don't waste my time, because if you're a one month ahead, honestly, you don't really care enough about your health. It takes 120 days to make your cellular structure have a cell change. So it's a 120-day commitment. Then I'll make sure you come into the program, and I'll show you in 120 days, proof defeats doubts. Day 1, day 120, consume the product for 120 days. The results will speak for themselves. You can test the test as well. I've had people test the test. In other words, they buy a test, they buy 120 days worth of product, they don't consume the product, they take a test, and they're nearly identical. First thing I say to them, that is impossible. Science does not work that way. Your cellular structure does not work that way. When you feed a nutrient, a cellular structure within your body, the wellness kicks in, the nutrition kicks in, the wellness of that cell gets better, the cell count will come down. So I have people that test the test, and normally medical people, and as soon as I say straight up, this test is impossible, and they go, yep, I was testing the test. So if you want to be one of those people, you can waste your time, energy, and effort, no problem. But when you take it for the following 120 days, and I'm happy to sell you 2 more tests, guess what? You'll then see the difference that's going to happen within your body. Get started quickly, guys. Just start talking to people about the products. Know what you need to know about what's happening. Work out who your customers are first. Very, very simple. And just schedule a meeting, because that's what this program is all about. Contacting people, inviting people. Hey, Rob, this is what I want to talk about. Blah, 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 blah. I've got on this incredible products. I only want you to become a customer because I'm in learning mode at the moment. But I'll tell you what I want to do is I'm in the business for the monetary side. And if you want to come on the ride with me, I'm going to invite you after you've been tested and you've been on the product. So it's a takeaway. We have invitation scripts for you. You do a presentation, but you let the professional do the presentation. See, if I was going to go into a golf tournament, I would get my brother, that's a professional golfer, okay? I'm a very, very bad golfer. I would get him to play in my position. So he does the role for me. The same as what these girls will do the presentation for you. Same to what I'm doing right now. The key is in the follow-up. The fortune is in following up people to get them involved. We're talking about a few $100s, okay? We're not talking thousands of dollars. This is a few $100 investment in your body. So you've got to educate the person correctly to make sure that they know what they're doing with their cellular structure. Education is the key within this program. So guys, that's basically it for Zenzino. I invite you to grab a link, get on the products, get tested, and then let us show you why these products are so good. Guys, thank you so much for having me. I love being here. And again, time, energy, and effort well spent.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Oh my
Robert.
gosh. Every time I get fired up, every time I hear you speak, and every time you present, and even with the business presentation, I think like, oh, it's so brilliant. That my only regret with Zenzino is that we didn't start sooner.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's-
What you shared with us, Robert, is mind blowing. And I'm going to let Ray Lee finish up a little bit here. And I'm just going to stop the recording and the live stream so that we can
ask some questions. So those of you that are on right now, stay on because we're just going to have a private conversation now with everybody.